The Utah Jazz are currently sitting at the number 1 spot right now in the Western Conference with a 45 win and 17 loss record and are the most complete team in the NBA. The scary truth is the fact that the Jazz are the favorites to win the NBA Finals in my personal opinion. And hopefully after watching this video, they will be your favorites as well. But before we discuss that, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell so you guys get my videos right away. The support lately has been unreal, so thanks to everybody for watching the videos. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. The Utah Jazz have steadily improved in the last couple of years, and it seems like this year is finally the year where they're going to make a deep playoff push and even potentially make it to the NBA Finals and win it all. This Utah Jazz team deserves more recognition and needs to be taken seriously. This Jazz team is full of shooters, where as a team they're shooting about 40% from 3 and are number 1 in the league for the most attempted threes per game. This is honestly crazy to me, as this team as a whole is shooting 43.5 threes per game. That's so crazy to think about. Just think about a team shooting 43 threes a game. That's insane. But that's not it. They are one of the most defensively sound teams as well, and the Utah Jazz are the perfect example of team ball. They love to move the ball around and look for the best shot possible. This Jazz team is very unselfish, which is why people don't get excited when watching them. There isn't one player that has the ability to just dunk on somebody and have a highlight play that will be on SportsCenter the next day. This team is very ball oriented and wants to take the best shot possible and isn't scared to make the extra pass. To start off, this Utah Jazz team is led by superstar Donovan Mitchell. Donovan is having a career year, averaging 26.4 points per game, 4.4 rebounds, and 5.2 assists while shooting an above average 38.6% from 3. Donovan has really fell into his role and is leading the team and has become a superstar just in the past couple of years and was even nominated to be an All-Star. Donovan has truly shown that he can get you a bucket anytime, and his passing has improved. Like I said again, he's averaging 5.2 assists, as he's not even known for being a passing player, as he is in the shooting guard position. But the future is looking really bright for Donovan Mitchell and this Utah Jazz team, and they're going to make some noise, especially Donovan, in the playoffs. Next, we have Rudy Gobert, who is the probable winner for Defensive Player of the Year once again. Rudy is averaging 14 points per game, 14 rebounds per game, and 1 assist per game, and even 2.8 blocks per game. Rudy Gobert has once again held it down in the paint, blocking shots, playing excellent paint defense, and being the dominant center. And he can do it all in my opinion except shoot the ball. This season, Rudy has proven that he can score the ball and is a legitimate scoring threat when driving to the paint. Now you can say all about Rudy getting overpaid, but you can't deny the fact that he's still a solid center who provides excellent defense and rebounding. Now with the point guard position, we have Mike Conley. Mike Conley is still playing at a high level and bringing that veteran leadership to this team, averaging 16 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Mike Conley, again, is an amazing three-point shooter, shooting 40.7% from 3. There it is again, man. Every player on this Jazz team can shoot the ball lights out. Conley is going to be a key piece moving ahead into the playoffs with his veteran leadership and playoff experience. You know, I love Mike Conley being on this team. He provides such great depth, and the shooting he brings to this team is undeniable, and his stats this season have been up to par with his previous years. Starting at the small forward position, we have Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the best three-point shooters in the league, shooting 38% from 3, and again, is another sharpshooter that the Jazz have, and he can give you 20 plus points on any given night. He's also averaging 16 points per game and does contribute a lot on the defensive side. So he's a two-way player. He could shoot the ball lights out. Again, I love this piece on the Jazz, and this is just an example of one of the sharpshooters they have. Legit, every player on the Jazz is a sharpshooter except maybe for their center, Rudy Gobert. Starting at the power forward position, the Jazz have Royce O'Neal, another veteran sharpshooter averaging 38% from 3 and is providing solid minutes as a role player. I really like Royce O'Neal. You know, he's a really good role player for being a starter, and he provides great size to the team as he is tall and he can shoot the ball. Again, the Jazz don't have many, crazy uber athletic players. Yes, they have Donovan Mitchell, but there's not really anybody who's like a Zion on this team. They're most really, decently athletic, but not over athletic team, which is why this Jazz team doesn't have a lot of hype around it, towards highlight plays being on ESPN the next night. Man, now that we've gotten over the centers, this team just has too much depth, man. In my opinion, they have the best sixth man of the year this year, who does deserve the award, in Jordan Clarkson. JC has vastly improved in all aspects of his game and is averaging 17.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench, and provides an instant spark and brings great depth and scoring to the Utah Jazz team. I did make a video earlier this year on Jordan Clarkson. I will leave the link in the description to his story, his come up to being potential sixth man of the year. That video is doing really well, so I really recommend you guys checking it out. He's just the main player off the bench, but that isn't it. This team has so much more depth with Joe Ingles, yet again, another sharpshooter. Man, I can't believe I'm saying this. 47.8% from 3. That's what he's averaging, man. 48% from 3. It's basically gonna go in no matter what. He's averaging 12 points per game as well. I love Joe Ingles, even at 33 years of age, is still providing great minutes off the bench. And like I always say, once a shooter, always a shooter, no matter how old you are. And then there are some other nice pieces such as Ilyasova, George Niang, Derek Favors, Matt Thomas. Those pieces are still nice and do provide great minutes to this team, making this team such a dangerous factor, especially in the playoffs where some of these other contenders aren't that deep compared to this Jazz team. In conclusion, this Utah Jazz team is a series championship contender and aren't to be taken lightly. This is statistically the best three-point shooting team and are one of the best defensive teams in the league and have probably the most bench depth out of any team. The Jazz seem like perfect finals winners, and it just really seems like this team has come together, and the pieces that the front office has gotten in the offseason and by trades are just the perfect pieces that all fit together. And the best thing I love about this Jazz team is the fact that nobody's selfish on this team. They'd rather do an extra pass and get a better shot than forcing a shot, which is why they're winning so much. There's no egos on this team. They all seem like they're having fun, from Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench to all the starters, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell making it up. They're not mad at each other even after all what happened that shut the league down. So it just seems like the atmosphere in Utah is great right now, and especially in the playoffs. They're going to make some noise. Even in the bubble last year, they did actually have a surprising playoff push. So I want to get to hear your thoughts and opinions. Can the Jazz win it all this year, or are there other contenders that you believe are still going to overpower the Jazz in the playoffs? Get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. And with all that being said, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell so you guys get my videos right away. I still can't believe we hit 5,000 subscribers. We're almost at 6,000 already. So thanks for all the support. And with all that being said, this is going to end off the video. I'm out. Peace.